S-E-C-O-N-D-S. Every day I go to the bank, I sit there and try to make loans for people, and I can't do it because of the depressed period we're in, and every day I come home. My wife sleeps in the other room because we don't even sleep together anymore. Our kids are all married, they have children all over the place. You don't have to write anything down. You'll get the drift of this without writing it down. By the way, this story is now possible. Okay. While I'm in bed, reading the newspaper in one bed, my wife is in the other bed. We sleep in different rooms, but when we go to bed, we sleep in the same room. And I'm reading a magazine, and she's kind of snoring away, and the phone rings. In those days, the phones were down in the kitchen. Remember those days? You get one on the wall, or maybe another one, if you were rich, you put one in the bathroom. Okay, the phone rang. I run downstairs to answer it, and they said, hi, is this Ed? I said, she know the phone rings. Said, hello, Ed. This is Mario. I said, who? Mario. Your friend Mario. Mario, come on. Who the fuck are you? I hang up. I go upstairs, and what is my wife? What is that? One of your girlfriends at the bank? I said, no. Come on, don't be a fool. And I get back in bed again. This time I go in my room, and the phone rings again. This time I pick myself up and scream, oh shit. Go downstairs and pick up the phone again. This time it says, look, Ed, don't hang up. It's Mario. Don't hang up. I can prove it's me. Go ahead, prove it, wise ass. In back of you on the mantle, there's a little statue that says that we're, a golfing statue, an award. And it says something underneath the felt pad that only you and I know what it says. Go ahead. The two of the worst fucking golfers on earth. The winners. Mario, that's you? Yeah. I'll be in touch with you, Ed. You see, Mario was killed in an automobile accident. He's been dead over a year. And yet Mario called me up. And only he would know what was underneath that because it was a big joke that we won the contest at the Westchester Country Club. So we scratched on the bottom something for only us to know. The next day, I'm in my bank. I go home on the Westchester train, and just as I'm getting in the train, the guy on the outside goes and slaps a piece of paper in my hand. And the door goes, and the guy goes, it's not Mario. I open the piece of paper, and it says, meet me tomorrow at Chin's Laundry at 3 o'clock. Mario. The next day, I don't say anything to anybody. The next day, I finish work a little early. The bank closes at 3. I go to the Chin's. It gives the address down there. It's like 66 Nassau Street or something. I walk inside. There's a Chinese laundry man ironing some shirts. And I walk in, and he says, I help you. I said, well, I'm waiting for something. You Ed? I said, yeah. Somebody beat you up very soon. In a Jewish accent. Okay? And you wait. And I wait. And finally, a big truck from Route 66, a big trailer truck, pulls up, and a guy comes out, comes into the Chinese laundry, wearing a white smock, right, and a hat, like a soldier hat in white. And he says, are you Ed? I said, yes. Want to come with me, sir? Very nice-looking gentleman. I walk outside. There's a lot of people in the street. It's 3 o'clock down Nassau Street. It's a busy area, Wall Street. And he pushes a button, and this truck back door, which is, God, tremendous. You know what a big trailer truck is. Opens up. He said, would you step in, sir? I said, I'm not getting in there. He said, only for a few minutes. Mario told me to pick you up. I said, well, where are we going? He said, sir, I can't tell you where we're going, but you're only going to be sitting down for a few moments. There's a light in there. It's a comfortable bench. We'll be just, I guarantee you, 5 minutes. He convinced me, and I got in the truck. And the truck is rolling around for 5 minutes, and finally it stops. He said, will you step out, sir? And I stand on this platform, and then that platform goes, and I walk out. He's go right in that building, so right there, right next to it, just about from here to there. Go right in there and go up to the 8th floor. I said, okay. He said, don't forget, 8th floor. And I go to the building, and I get to the elevator, I push the button, go up to the 8th floor, I get out. Beautiful building, beautiful hallway, all marble. There's a little window at the end of the hall, which is only from here to the window there. And there's a lady sitting behind there. typing. I come to the glass. I said, my name is Ed Benguiat. She said, oh, have a seat, sir. We'll be right with you. We're expecting you. Very nice. I sit down. She comes out. She said, would you like some Milano cookies and a cup of coffee or tea? May I get you some? I said, yeah, I'll have some Milano cookies. You can't resist them. And I take the Milano cookies. She said, what kind do you like your coffee? I said, just, you know, just some milk, no sugar. She brings me a beautiful cup, you know, and a dish. I mean, really, and a paper and a cloth napkin. And I finish the cookies. And I look at my watch. It's 3:30. I'm only there a few minutes. And I wake up. I fell asleep. Look at my watch. It's 5:15. How many have ever done that? I've done that, and the doctor's over. They keep me waiting. I fall asleep. I look at my clock. 3 o'clock. They tell me they forgot I was here. They didn't want to wake me or something. Anyway, I figured I go to the window. It's got wood. Now I can't. There's no more glass. It's shut. I said, do it. I'm going to leave. I walk to where the elevator is. There's no buttons. There's no buttons at all. I figured there's a door over there. I look at the door, and it's got one of these things that says emergency. I push on it, doesn't work. And I'm like, well, now what? I go back to the elevator, which is like from here to around the door over there. And suddenly this lady comes. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Benguiat. We just about forgot about you for a moment. She said, would you come with me, please? Oh, thank God she came. I go inside. She said, would you come with me? And I go into an office. And this guy is sitting there, looks like Kentucky Fried Chicken with the beard. And who's sitting in the corner with like this? There's that guy like James Bond that had that hat that he threw. You know which movie I'm talking about? He threw this hat. And there's another guy sitting there, right? That's the guy with the James Bond hat. And this, you know, what do you call the Country Fried Chicken guy, whatever his name is.
Colonel Sanders.
What's his name?
Colonel Sanders.
Whatever. So he says to me, well, Mr. Benguiat, I see you finally got here, thanks to Mario. I said, what's going on? He said, here's what we're going to do for you, Ed. Right away he calls me Ed. He was a member of S, I guess. Here's what we're going to do for you, Ed. We're going to make you a different person, Ed. And I'm going to tell you what, you're going to be glad. We're going to give you a new recognition, a new life, a new person. As it is right now, you don't see your family, you don't get laid, your wife's annoying to you, you have an ugly job. We're going to give you plastic surgery. We're going to make you look beautiful. For that matter, they're going to make me look unbelievable. I said, are you out of your mind? He said, what are you worried about? You don't even say hello to your wife. You see your wife for an hour a day. When you come home from work, your children don't even want to know your name. Your penis is falling off your body. You're wrinkled like an old fart. He said, look at you. What do you want to stay like this for? We're giving you a chance. A second. There it is. Seconds. Do you get it? A second time to go around. You're going to be so amazed. We're going to give you anything you want to do. We're going to be an artist that went to the finest universities in the world. You're going to have a reputation. When you walk on the street, people are going to know who you are. You're going to be famous. I said, go screw. And I get up and I start to leave. Where do you think you're going, this guy? And I'm going to leave. He said, you're not going here. And he pushes me down. He says, we want to show you something. And they close the lights, or dim the lights, and out comes a screen. They push the button, and there I am in bed with a very, very young woman, murdering her with a knife, slashing her to pieces. And I just can't believe that's me doing it. You know what I was doing when I was fast asleep, don't you? They doped me. They turned the lights back on, and this doctor, whatever his name is, Country Fried Chicken, says, you're not going anywhere, are you, Ed? You don't think you want your family to see this or the police. So I agreed. And there I go. I spent 8 months. My wife thinks I'm in an automobile accident and was murdered and killed. They found my teeth. This is a racket. They take my teeth out, put them in somebody else, you know, that whole thing, and I'm dead. Mario called me to replace him. He wanted to come back out. In order to get out, you got to call someone to replace you. Okay. 6 months, 8 months go by. There I am. I have a home in Malibu. I'm on the beach. I am the hero of the neighborhood. I am so excited about what I am. I look like Rock Hudson. I am beautiful. I am painting. I don't even know how to paint. It didn't make any difference. Anything I put down, they wanted to buy. The galleries were going crazy for me. Well, my butler, they put somebody who had a butler, or call my man, they decided to have a party to let all the people, including Madonna, know who this Rock Hudson guy is, who's so well known. And we have a party. 10 minutes, we have a party. And in the party, everybody drinks and everybody's having a good time and they're being introduced to me and this is Rock Hudson. Of course, I get drunk and I start singing. Brooklyn College, I love my children, they're out in California, my wife doesn't know I'm dead. And they're gonna, and my butler, he's shutting me up. Keep quiet, what are you doing? And I'm screaming more. I'm made over, I'm not really who I am really the worst golfer in the world. My name is Ed Benguiat. And then, oh God, what is he doing? And my butler puts me down on the bed and tries to shut me up. And all the people at the party are around me, trying to shut me up. Why? They're seconds too, including Madonna, including Tom Hanks. All these people are fake. They're seconds. You got me? They were somebody else. They made him somebody else. Isn't it amazing that even they said to me, don't you realize that when you see Tom Hanks as a kid, you know, jumping up and down on a bed in such a short period of time, he's an whole different person. Can't you see? Think about it. From the time you saw him springing up and down in that movie, Big, and now you see him on an island with no food, and then you see him at the Academy Awards. He's not this, he's like an old man. It's wearing off. The things are wearing off his body. He was young once, fast. Now he's falling, you know, like a nose job that falls down, and the hairs, the face sags. In the morning, I kind of wake up and I say to my man, the butler, I want to go back. I want to see my wife. I want to know about my kids. I want to know I'm going to be a grandfather probably. I want to know about that. And they say, look, you can't go back. You've got to call somebody and let them replace you. I make calls, just like Mario called me. I can't get anybody. I call you up. You think I'm crazy because you know I'm dead. I call you up and you all know I'm dead. And finally one day they come over to me and say, Ed, we got somebody. I really said, yep. They said, we're going to make you just the way you was. It's going to take about 3-4 months. We'll have to tell your family you had amnesia or walking around with amnesia on the West Coast, not knowing how you got there. And we know that they can believe you because you are the same person. And if they check you out, you'll have your memory. You're not going to lose that, so you know where you were. You know who your wife is, even though you may not look the same, but you'll be pretty close to the same, and they won't know the difference anyway by the time we're finished with you. And then finally they put me in a room, and they say to me, okay, we're ready for you. And they do the surgery. They put me on a gurney, I guess you call it, strap me in, and the doctors are there, and they put me out. And the doctor said, you know, this is one of the better jobs we've done. And as I'm falling asleep, I see a drill. And drill a hole into my head, and that's it. That's seconds. Okay, now your book jacket will be a paperback. I did it already. I did it right here. And on the back of the paperback, you will put this. See it? Look. You can photograph this if you want to. You've done it already. But those that did it badly, let's do it right. You can look at mine by coming up to that.